Same old, just a different year. So the Rams win the toss and they defer to the second half. That means the Patriots will receive first. Opening drive opens up with 24 yards gained on the ground by star running back Sony Michel, and if you consider him a running back, Cordell Patterson. Tom Brady's first pass attempt in the Super Bowl is tipped in the air and intercepted by Littleton. He is the third quarterback to ever throw an interception on his first pass attempts in the Super Bowl. The first two being Ron Jaworski in Super Bowl 15 and Jim Kelly in Super Bowl 26. Alright, so that missed field goal. Super Bowl 53 was played in Atlanta in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and all year kickers have been 31 for 31. That includes Matt Bryant and all teams that the Falcons have faced this season. And that is until Jim Nantz, the play-by-play announcer, decided to jinx the kicker by acknowledging that. So Steven Gostkowski misses his 46-yard field goal attempt. So at this point, the Patriots are just coming up short, interception, missed field goal. Tom Brady almost throws another interception to Marcus Peters, but it's just short. And finally, after 100 postseason snaps, Tom Brady is sacked by John Franklin, and he's forced to throw the ball away after being pressured by back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year Aaron Donald. And the game is pretty much defenseless because both teams are left scoreless after the first quarter. After missing his first field goal attempt, Steven Gostkowski, can't really say his name, he ends up putting the Patriots on the board, and the score is now 0-3 at this point. And this is the play that really pisses me off because it's 3rd and 2. Jared Goff on the play action pass. He sees nobody. Everybody is covered. He takes off, but eventually he is sacked by Nick Van Noy. 14-yard loss on the play. And also another thing in this game that pissed me off is why is nobody covering Julian Edelman? Okay, the dude in the first half had 7 receptions for 93 yards. Nobody was covering him. Why? 2 of those receptions in the first half went for over 25 yards. What the hell? Lastly, with less than a minute and a half in the first half, Tom Brady throws the ball. Intended receiver is Rob Gronkowski, but it's incomplete. 4th and 1, and the Patriots turn it over on downs, and Rams do nothing to capitalize on it because the score is 0-3 at the half. And I love offensive shootouts, so this game was very, very boring to me, and it's also the second lowest scoring first half in Super Bowl history, the first being Super Bowl 9 when the score was 2-0 at half. Alright, and let's talk about Todd Gurley for a moment. Okay, so he had a quiet first half, only 3 carries for 10 yards, but second half he gets the handoff and rushes for 16 yards, followed by another rush for 5 yards. But again, none of that matters because Johnny Hekker punts the ball away for the 7th time. I saw fire in this Rams offense, and now it just looks like they're just frozen in this big stage. You can clearly tell they're just not ready. And Super Bowl record. Yes. Okay, so even though this was a boring game, some records were set in this game. One of them being by Rams punter Johnny Hekker. He punts from his own end zone, and that punt travels 65 freaking yards. Okay, that is a Super Bowl record. It beats the previous record held by Ryan Allen, who of course plays for the New England Patriots. He set that record in Super Bowl 49 versus the Seattle Seahawks. He booted a 64-yard punt, and Johnny Hekker beats him by 1 yard to make it a 65-yard punt, a Super Bowl record. And finally, after punting for 8 straight possessions, Goff finds Robert Woods on 3rd and 7 to convert for a first down. Their first 3rd down conversion of the game. But once again, just when you think that the Rams have momentum going, you see Jared Goff try to throw this pass to a wide open Brandon Cooks. However, it is broken up by Jason McCourty. The former New England Patriot Brandon Cooks could have had a touchdown reception versus his former team. You blew it! Not only that, he could have had 2 touchdown receptions versus his former team, and we will touch on that later. But Greg Zuerlein, hell yes. Only 4 field goals over 50 yards have been converted in the Super Bowl, and Greg Zuerlein knocks this one through from 53 yards, and it is good. That is the 5th time that has happened, and we finally have a game now. Alright, here we go. 4th quarter. First time ever that a Super Bowl has gone 3 quarters without a touchdown on either side. The defenses came through in every which way possible. And at this point, the Super Bowl MVP is coming down to freaking special teams players because they are the ones playing lights out. We're seeing nothing for the freaking offenses for either team. However, Rams, are you freaking serious? The Rams allowed the Patriots to run the same 3 pass plays, okay? And this one, the last one, results in this very, very clutch Rob Gronkowski catch. Yes, Gronk catches the ball between 2 defenders inside the 5-yard line. He's at the 2. Finally, the Patriots make it to the red zone, okay, after freaking 3 quarters of nothing. And this leads to a 2-yard rushing touchdown by Sony Michel. Go Dogs, but F New England. That is his 6th postseason rushing touchdown. And Rams, are you serious? Oh my god, I was counting on you. But seriously, like, it's not easy. Okay, I get it. It's not easy beating that team. That team is way too stacked. And back to Brandon Cooks, okay? He had a decent game, you know. He made catches and he made some really great plays, but he did not make the catches when it mattered the most. He did not come through for this team when they needed him the most. Not only was that touchdown reception that he should have had, but it was just knocked away by Jason McCourty. He also had another chance to score a touchdown, but the ball just fell through his hands.
You blew it!
Oh, that is so frustrating to watch. And not only that, the play after that, Goff is blitzed and he throws this ball up for grabs. And Brandon Cooks is his intended receiver, but it is instead picked off by Stephon Gilmore inside the 5-yard line. And that is a huge mistake for Jared Goff and the Rams. And that is the difference maker in this game. And the thing about Patriots beating these teams in the Super Bowl is less about the Patriots beating the teams and more about the teams beating themselves. Very unlucky play for the Rams and a very lucky play for the Patriots, as always. This will pretty much do it. Okay, so this handoff to Rex Burkhead, it goes for a big gain. I'm thinking that this game is over. Now I'm completely right, because this game is completely over because Steven Gostkowski puts this game away with a 41-yard field goal, and the score is now 13-3. Rams basically have no chance, and Greg Zuerlein misses his field goal, but it doesn't even matter anymore. Julian Edelman wins Super Bowl 53. Funny how things work out. When Tom Brady got suspended in 2016, he led his team to a Super Bowl victory in Super Bowl 51. After serving a 4-game suspension earlier that season, Julian Edelman serves a 4-game suspension this season for PEDs. And guess what? He wins the Super Bowl MVP after a 4-game suspension. Crazy, right? How things work out. So Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., former 6th-round pick in the 2000 NFL Draft, is now a 6-time Super Bowl champion. And he has absolutely zero intentions of retiring. And as for the Rams, Super Bowl losses are heartbreaking for teams, and in most cases, it sets the team back a few years. Most recent examples being the Carolina Panthers, the Seattle Seahawks, and yes, the Atlanta Falcons. Patriots are immune to this, okay? So they can lose a Super Bowl and they'll always bounce back no matter what. But considering how young Sean McVay and how young Jared Goff is, I feel like this team will bounce back. Jared Goff is the fastest 1st overall pick taken to reach the Super Bowl. He made a complete transformation from potential 1st-round bust to leading his team to a Super Bowl berth in the span of 3 seasons. And lastly, before I end this video, let's talk about Todd Gurley. He didn't receive many snaps in the Super Bowl. In fact, you can argue that his backup running back, CJ Anderson, had a better game than he did. I hope whatever he's dealing with, it gets resolved in the offseason. He's really one of the integral pieces of the Rams offense. So this is my reaction to the Super Bowl. This is how I felt about the Super Bowl. Patriots win 13-3. Lowest scoring Super Bowl of all time, okay? That's also a record. 16 total points scored by either team combined. So that highly anticipated Super Bowl, the biggest game in sports, is the lowest game in sports. And you're telling me that we won't see football again until September. Amazing. Freaking amazing. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and join the Hall of Fam. I post videos every Monday and every Friday. And I will see you next time.